Our name? I'll grab one. What do you need?
Yeah, just
Your business card?
yeah.
Victoria.
Hello, good morning.
I don't need a bagel. I know no carbs. Yeah.
It just worked out as my shake. I just did my creatine, not like a little nauseous.
I understand.
That's not my card, that's the restaurant. There we go.
Thanks, ma'am.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and get us started this morning, and Jamie's going to come in a few minutes. We're going to talk about what we're doing next week for website day. Those that really want to do that. Did you bring me a Mini?
Jamie. Trent ended up with two.
Oh, really?
It's transcript.
Oh, wow. Jamie's going to love that.
Yeah.
All right. So our core value today is we believe that being clear is kind and communicate with radical candor. Good morning, Angela. We embrace the benefits of simultaneously caring personally and challenging directly in our interpersonal communications. We relentlessly pursue clarity by managing expectations well. The way I want to spin this today is the conversation that we're avoiding is often the conversation that needs to happen. Being clear is kind to our clients, team, and ourselves. This week, we're going to have practice having better conversations instead of avoiding uncomfortable ones. We're going to get to that in about 25, 30 minutes. So right now, I'm going to introduce Scott and Tracy Summers with BlindLogix. Thank you for breakfast. Number one, here's their phone number and their website. Let them talk about what they've got going on. Personal thing, they did a house for my clients and they were ecstatic with what they did. So, good news. Floor is yours.
Here. So, hey guys, we're so happy and thankful that you invited us to come and talk to you today. So, we are a custom window covering company. We operate all in the whole Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. We even gone to Oklahoma and down to Waco. So we're pretty open to going anywhere. We do not do drapes. That's one thing we do not do, but we do shutters, all different shades, even exterior shades, and blinds. So, and we're happy to do some repairs too. So if you have a client who has maybe a broken paper or happy to help with that as well. So we're ranked one of the top companies in PFW by what is the magazine?
Living Magazine.
Well, that's Living Magazine and also the Fort Worth Star Telegram for that as well. So which we're really honored about. So we really focus on customer service. We're a small company. Scott's been in the business for over 33 years. And so we really communicate with our customers one-on-one and try to give them the best service possible. So typically if they call, make an appointment, they're talking to me and Scott does the measuring, and Scott and we have our brother-in-law, they do the installs. So are very careful and taking care of everybody. But
Don't you have a relationship with one of our agents as well?
I do, and I love her so much.
There she is, the best.
Yes, yes, I do, and I love her so much. Jen has been just amazing. She has helped us sell and buy and sell, right, Jen? Sell. We have a house on the market right now, and buy. We have contract on another house, so we're kind of.
There she is. Come on, Jen.
Yes, we have a beautiful house for sale. Please buy it.
Please.
Sorry, I would have been there today, guys, but it's the first day of school and having two kids, it's a little chaotic.
We totally get it. We're past that. We're past that. It's time now, thankfully. But anyway, do you have anything that you would like to add?
Anything that you need. I mean, if you've got a house that you're trying to sell, broken blinds. Yesterday I went out to a house. The guy just bought the house. Didn't have a remote for the exterior shades. We found a remote, got out there, programmed shades, got them working, all three. That's, if he would have had to replace that, that would have been about a probably $10,000 to $15,000 order. So we went out $150 later, his shades was fixed, and he's happy. So that's a good selling point. You don't have to replace all the time. We're not out there to upsell everything. You know, I was at a customer's house yesterday and they bought some shutters. They're a repeat customer. They got nothing on their windows in the back. And they asked if we should do shutters there. I said, if it were my house, I wouldn't, because I like openness. But, you know, we can definitely do it. But so we try to help the customers.
Yeah.
So we've got everything. We've got roman shades. We've got woven woods, plantation shutters, horizontal blinds. We've got builder grade blinds, 2.5 inch upgraded blinds, and then we've got wood blinds, which I sold 2 that are being installed tomorrow in the past probably 10 years.
Is there a point where you don't replace or repair one?
So on ported blinds, we are not supposed to work on them. We do sometimes.
But if you say that to somebody, we're gonna deny it. So our shutters also have a 2 turnaround.
Yes.
So they're actually fabricated here in the DFW area, and which is lovely. So if for some reason something is broken, something is not right, we don't have to wait for China to do anything. We can take care of it.
So 2 weeks for all different lines?
It's 2 weeks for poly and for wooden shutters,
Okay.
yes. And for our shades, it's 3 to 4 weeks typically. Sometimes they come in a little bit earlier, but yeah. Exterior
Horizontal
shades,
blinds are, depends on what you get. If you get the builder grade, it's about a week. If you get the upgraded, it's about 10 days production
Okay.
on those.
Go to their website and look at all the things. They've got some videos on there of the shades that they can do and the automations. It's just super, super cool.
yeah, we do specialize in automation, and
We do hard wiring.
hard wiring. We don't do the hard wiring, but we do sell, we work with electricians and stuff. We can get the shades taken care of, the new build, new construction. So
Do you have any new construction as far as, well, at the end of completion, like, do you have anything like set up with certain builders that you have? Okay.
So we do all of Highland's plantation shutters. We do David Weekly's, which they don't do a whole lot of shutters.
American Legend
American Legend, what's the builder up north?
and Tradition
Yes, Tradition.
and Ladera. So we work with all those builders on their shutters. So if they order their shutters through the design center, it's going to be us who goes out and measures and us who goes and installs them.
Now they're gonna pay a
Now
lot
they're
more
going to pay a
money.
lot more money going through the design center. But it'll be for the same products,
Yes.
same company, same everything.
So could they bypass that and just go through you directly after?
And they would say, yeah.
Like $5,000 for a full house.
Oh, wow.
Without
Without
interest.
planning, yeah.
We were building a house with Highland and we decided to get a quote for shutters. And
It was for fun.
Just compare.
Yes, just a
It was
little.
$5,000 more than what I sell retail.
So you just laughed about it.
Yeah. So it's, yeah,
I mean, I'm happy to do their business, but
oh yeah, I mean, it's great. And some people want it in their mortgage. That's
but you're
fine.
paying the
You're gonna
extra,
pay a
plus
lot.
you're paying the interest, and so it gets pretty pricey.
Do you have any
We
questions?
do offer financing,
We do.
so they apply, it's a soft hit to their credit, so they can do it before they close. It's not going to affect anything. And then they'll get offers from 22 different lenders and just pick out whatever works for them. It could be payments for 3 years, 5 years,
Yeah.
10 years,
Or no interest.
or no interest
or
financing
6
for
months
6 months or a year. Or,
6 months.
yeah. So
And so it's just
Thank you guys for breakfast. Thank you
You're
for coming
welcome.
all the way in
You are
from
welcome.
the area. Appreciate it very
Absolutely.
much. Look forward to having you guys back again, and everybody, I've already got, they're already on our preferred vendors, just so you know that they're there, but Here's the information that will be in Slack this afternoon, but they are on the preferred vendors page.
And we do have some business cards and flyers out here, and there's fails, please, you'll take them with you. And then, also, we're gonna do a drawing, so if you have a bigger business card in out there,
Must be present to win. Sorry,
Oh,
Ben.
no.
then you should have come in, yeah.
What's the problem?
Did you ever get a business card
This
now?
basket out here,
Hold on.
ooh,
Oh.
this basket, it's full of all kinds of good
Oh,
ones.
I need to give you a couple more business cards.
You know what I mean? 3.
Wait,
You got yours?
Yeah, I have a business card.
oh, yeah.
Just kidding.
Seriously.
I'll put it in there.
I use my old one.
Did you bring your business card?
No,
If-
I'm the transaction
if she-
coordinator, so
It's
I
okay.
don't.
I'm here.
Okay.
Took all my cards out for vacation.
Oh, I have a question for you. Oh,
Do
you
it.
have a question.
Okay, I do have one for you.
Oh.
I'm putting mine in there, but if I win, it's.
Oh, don't. She's gonna pull that card.
You're gonna win.
And we have a bunch of samples out here. We can.
I'm gonna send that to my client.
Okay. What is this?
That is some extra thing that
Mini
Frank
RAM.
had. I think it has extra RAM, something in there.
Is that a brand new Mac Mini?
Basically brand new. Yeah. I mean, it's been open, but yeah.
Oh, the import chip, that's nice.
Yeah,
That's one
I
I
have
got.
no idea. Trent doesn't have it.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and move ahead, or Tracy, you wanna go ahead and do the
Yeah, I'm
drawing?
gonna do the drawing. Here, you can draw. Close your eyes.
What's the color? Lower. No, it's not. Jamie?
I knew it. I knew it.
Okay, I'll take that back.
Where'd you get that? Right here.
Oh, it's good.
It's my card.
I know.
You already have a card in mine.
Oh, I do.
I should be in your phone.
Yeah,
Okay.
Let me see what your card looks like.
Jamie's gonna come in and talk about next week real quick. Thank you, coming down the hall.
What was that
Um,
number? I'm so sorry. What was their phone number?
682-626-5577. That'll be in Slack on the brokerage announcements channel. this
I just got
afternoon.
my invite this morning.
It was already there, I just had to resend it. I guess it got lost somewhere.
Yes, I was.
Wow. Thank you so much.
Huh? Oh, well, yeah, he does that sometimes.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. You see if Jamie's inspiration.
I can close in tomorrow too. What do you think, Sarah? I got turn it around.
Wow.
Okay, well, we'll just come back to Jamie when he gets up here.
Awesome.
So next week, we've got breakfast with Alex Alpha and Legion's Capital will be here. In 2 weeks, we've got breakfast with Jonathan Strickland and Red Pest Control, which is Angela's lead that she gave us. Don't forget about the signs by tomorrow, that you can now order your signs directly through Signs by Tomorrow. Just go to that website right there. I'm sorry, I didn't move the QR code. I should have moved the QR code.
Okay.
Let me move it real quick. Hang on. Give me just a second. I'll move it so you can get to it.
I have a quick question.
Yes, ma'am.
So I got for my signs, it's all included on my dues and all that in one bill. So I just pay all that together?
You can.
I can?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
If we're buying 5 signs, can we get like 2 bonus broken there?
Do what now?
I need 12.
12 signs?
Yeah.
Oh, you would get a discount. They'll probably be around 160 a piece for the frame panel.
I just need 1. We'll just start with 1.
Yeah, one will cost you, I think it's around $205 for one. There's the QR code. If you want to go to the sign, that's our ordering page. And I'll leave that on there for a couple of weeks for you guys. All right, we're gonna move into the national market up. And let me go ahead and get this going. Want to remind you, okay, so I didn't get their attention. Angela's. Okay, I wanted to give you all some information that y'all are aware, so y'all are aware. Jamie, you want to come now? Okay, we're gonna wait. We're gonna back up and let Jamie talk for a minute about next week.
I'm sure.
Tracy, I was kidding. You can have me part of it.
That was my card.
I know. I did. We took Everly. It was her first concert, and it was.
She loved it.
It was so good. We had such a good time.
Oh, yeah. This is Hop Along Jamie.
The devil is what I call it.
Twisted his knee in
The devil?
New Mexico.
Back mini for Claude and all that. So I'm gonna run him with a horse.
Are you doing clock camp? I thought it's next week.
That's actually,
Next week.
I was gonna tell
Oh,
you.
this is just the machine.
The website.
Yeah, that's the second time.
Oh, Patty.
I've never seen like shorts, Jamie, in like 10 years of.
I have embraced shorts this summer. I'm like, I'm just gonna wear shorts every day to work.
I've never seen her shorts.
Do you want to join? Did you join? Do you want to present?
Actually, let me see if I can share this.
You won't be able to share it. You have to join the Google Meet.
I know, but let me, can I slide it to you and you can just share this?
Sure.
That word.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to.
I know.
Sure.
After the day I had yesterday, I told Brian.
I'm sorry?
It's time for school to start.
Well,
Oh, we got one. Thank you.
Of everything.
that looked good, yeah. That looked
Everything.
good.
Yesterday was just,
You logged in as info?
Good,
Did you-
full already.
did you do the first
well,
one?
it wasn't even really, it was Trent's fault. He sent me to do donations at Grace, in Grapevine. And I told the people, volunteers, I was like, here's what you need to stick out of the back of my car. And so I left, and then I thought, Everly has Steffi from when we were in Maui at the Four Seasons, and his knee.
Bear with us, guys, just a second.
Oh,
I
found it.
tore off the
Come on.
hand, so I was like, we need to take you to
Try
have surgery
this
to this
one.
here.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, let's go there. And so we pull up and I get out and I'm like, what's pulled to the back half of my car
Alright,
and
cool.
Just share that real quick.
Okay.
it just.
Let me share this with
my
you guys so
link
you'll
to
see
the
what
back
we're
of my
talking about for next week.
You know that. After everything was dead.
Outstanding. Okay, guys.
So
Yeah.
next week is an optional, if you want to come, I'm doing like a build your own agent, AI agent, not real estate agent, but it's an AI agent made agent website, using Lovable. And so you don't have to come to this, but if you're like, I want a new website and I want a website that I can update with AI, I'm going to walk you through how to do that. So this is a website, I literally made this yesterday. Can you just like scroll through it? You can't scroll it?
It's just a picture.
It's just a picture?
No.
Really?
It's a static picture.
That should be like a full
Nothing.
website.
Let me go, oh, hang on. Let me try something else.
Click on the link.
And then for this tab. Okay, now I have it.
Okay,
Now we're good.
so I'm showing you this. I literally just made this as a like a dummy one. I pulled like 15 photos of me. I pulled some photos off 670 homes. That's going. But I'm showing you this I didn't do a whole lot. I did some prep work. So I'm doing the prep work for you guys of like the plan, like here's the branding, here's how to do it. But I think it's cool. So the benefits of this is one, anytime you want to update it, you just get on and be like, hey, I want to add this or change this. Like you just talk to it, kind of like the way I've showed you, like you can type, talk. It's really easy to update. It's really easy to change things. If you want to be like, hey, let's add a blog. Let's do this. Let's add like any of that stuff on here. So this is just an example of kind of what it would look like. And then I'm going to have, if you want to come and do this, it's going to be in the office next Wednesday. I don't want to do remote. It's just a pain going back and forth, trying to like show everybody and do the screen thing. And so if you're interested in doing this, come into the office, and then I'm going to send you homework tomorrow. So I won't be able to send it today. I'm still kind of putting it together. But the homework is basically going to be do an AI interview. I have a list of questions, and I want you to put those questions into Claude or ChatGPT and answer them. And so you make a doc that has a bunch of information about you. I'm going to have you gather like 15 to 20 photos of yourself, and then a few other things. Some reviews. If you have reviews from testimonials of clients, I'm going to ask you to gather those. And then I'm going to have you set up a Lovable account, because I made this on a platform called Lovable. It costs $25 a month to have that. Once you build the site, you can initially like cancel that subscription if you want, or if you want to keep it. It's 25 bucks. So literally, like this website cost me $25, and it took me a day to do.
So is it 25 for?
The Lovable subscription.
And
That allows you to edit your.
That just allows you to edit and make it. So like, I think that's totally worth it. If you're like, I love my existing site, then don't worry about it. Keep your existing site. If you're like, I want something fresh that's easier for me to update, that's what we're gonna do next week. So
How long, what's the time frame next week?
We're gonna do the market update that I usually do with our, and we have a sponsor. And then Jamie will take over at about 10:20, 10:25, and he'll go until he gets done.
So we don't decide how to just show up and.
Show up next week if you want to learn how to do this.
And you'll send us the info to everybody?
yeah, so tomorrow I'm gonna send an email with like, save this on your computer. Here's your homework I need from you. Go sign up here. I'm gonna give you the homework. I'll probably make a little video explaining it too. So just know that's coming. But I would love for you to like, if you're gonna do this, show up with the homework done versus like showing up and you haven't signed up for Lovable, you haven't pulled pictures. It'll just go way easier. So basically it's like, I'm just gonna come in, everyone upload it, I'll pull it up, and we're just gonna kind of do it together and we'll help each other and it'll kind of be a fun little experiment. So I'm excited about it. I think it's gonna be really cool. I think the website looks great for what it is. Yeah. Questions on that?
SEO already built in?
Yeah, SEO is built in, it's optimized for website, it like connects to.
So you've already, coded it? So I have to just plug and play? How does that work?
I mean, it's pretty plug and play. It's basically gonna take this and mimic it for you and upload your
So that's a
photos.
template.
Yeah, this is a template. It's gonna upload your photos and your info and your about you and your email and your contact and all of that. And then you can tweak it however you want. So if you're like, I really hate this, I wish it was round, you would say, Lovable, can you make my buttons round instead of square? Or hey, Lovable, I don't like coral. I know that's the 6th Avenue color. Can you make it hot pink? You can make it hot pink. Like, it's pretty, once you start using it and figuring out, it's pretty easy to change anything. Like, I don't like this photo, swap out this photo. So we're just gonna do some of that tomorrow. I mean, this is a template
Next Wednesday.
to mimic. Yeah.
Not tomorrow.
It'll send the homework tomorrow.
Did you get my email about my email meeting up with it?
Where did you send it?
Sent to your email, to your 6 up?
Today?
Yesterday.
Oh, I don't think I did.
Okay, all right, just my return emails, like, wow.
I don't think I got an email from you
Okay.
yesterday.
Okay, we'll do it later. Don't worry about it.
Any questions for the folks online?
Online, do you guys have any questions? Jim, Ursa, Brian?
Does that
Patty?
does that link allow you to add links to like, first time buyer, domain assistance?
You can make 50-page website if you want.
Oh, no.
I don't have an email from you.
You know? Huh. Okay, then now I know.
Okay, guys, we're gonna go back to our presentation now.
I just want to help, like.
Any has a question?
Sorry, I was typing it to Jamie. So I have a CRM through Lofty and and it attaches to my website. I do want to try to update it. Do you think it still would be beneficial to, like, do you think I'll be able to upload it into Lofty or change how I do my website through that CRM? Do you have much knowledge of that?
I don't know what Lofty is.
It's just a CRM.
But probably. I think they could probably figure it out.
You can
Okay.
build it someplace else and point your Lofty landing page to this other site. You could do that.
Okay,
If you have
Okay,
the domain.
perfect. perfect. Thank
Yeah, I
you.
don't know the answer to it, but I like Claude or Lovable could figure it out. If I had to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I plan on being there. Thank you.
Good. Thank you, Patty.
We'll talk after me.
Okay.
I don't see anything else.
I'm doing a test one right now for you.
Lucky dog. Excited. Your next 5 days are gone, dude. Okay, so here is the new agent hub. Just so you guys know, I'm moving and have actually already moved all the back sites to here. No,
I was gonna say, I'm.
The way he paused, right? He goes, I'm moving and I'm.
so at the bottom of this page, at 6th Ave Training Hub, all of the old backside is now there. Not the bottom, it's actually right underneath this picture. There's a thing that says go to the new agent resource library / backside. All of the stuff that we had on the backside is now fully searchable with AI. So you won't have to look for anything. You don't have to search for a link. If you go, I need our colors, you just type in colors or logos into the search on that resource library and it's there. If you got to pull it up right there, down just a little bit, right here.
Okay.
That takes you to the new revised backside.
Okay.
The backside still exists. right now. I've left it alone because I know, everybody gets comfortable with something and you don't want a big change. So I'm going to do it slowly, but eventually we are moving away from Squarespace because we're doing all of our sites ourselves now. And so it will go away eventually. And this is where it will live. This will be our starting point, like the backside has been for the entire time I've been here. By the way, this Saturday, I will have been here 4 years.
Yay.
So, but this is the agent hub. If you don't have it, you have a QR code. The website is there, but this is where everything now lives. All of the training programs are accessible through here and the backside. So the 6th hub is where we are headed towards. Also, if this is public facing, so if you click onto one of our training programs or the backside, it will ask you for a login. It's one-stop shop underscores between the words. So 1_stop_shop. The password to the backside is 1-stop-shop. This is underscores.
One what?
1_ONE_stop_SHOP. And that will get you into any of the training programs. That's everything that's available there. And it's for ONE_STOP_SHOP.
Well, there you go. You got the training.
No, that's the backside. The other ones, all of the training programs, Your Guide to Texas Real Estate, Small Steps, Big Results, Irreplaceable Agent, and the last one I just did, the Weekly Move. Those are all down below there. But this website is public facing. We're probably going to be using this to recruit other agents with so they can see what's there. They can see a preview of all of our training programs. They just can't access them because we've got to keep those under lock and key because I literally spent hundreds of hours building them. So
It's not free.
no, can't be free. But if you're here, come to 6th Ave. Look at what you get. That's where okay, here we go. Move on. The national update. I've got some good things. Some of this stuff just came out. You'll notice that this section here is a little bit bigger because stuff happened yesterday afternoon, so I had to update it. Jobs report changed the rate conversation. U.S. lost 23,000 jobs in July, far below expectations. Unemployment fell to 4.1%, largely because fewer people are participating in the labor force. That gives the Fed a new concern to balance against inflation. Rates may finally have some reason to ease. Weakening economy is not automatically good news for housing. The closings look stronger than the forward indicators. We're going to look at our market report here in a minute, but the affordability index is now up to 103.3. So 100 is really, really good. This time last year, we were at 98.3 of the indicator showing how many people can afford houses. Now it's up 5 points in just a year. Even though the rates are still at like 6.75, 6.8 is where we're running right now, is what I'm seeing most days, because the house prices have kind of come down a little bit. There's a little bit more wiggle room there. We're going to talk about that. So July completed sales improved 0.7% year over year. Pending sales and mortgage applications weakened as rates moved higher. That distinction matters. Closing tell us what buyers decided weeks ago. Pending and applications give us a better clue about demand heading into the fall. But nationally, homeowners hold a record $18 trillion in mortgage equity. That's the most ever. 85% of today's underwater mortgages, people that would be upside down if they sold by now, those mortgages originated in the last 4 years because of where the rates were, what the house prices were, and now they want to go sell. Well, you can't sell it for what you bought it for 3 years ago. 9 times out of 10. Well, 7 times out of 10. We call this a low turn, slow burn market. Few transactions, but not enough excess inventory to force a major price correction. So we're still seeing houses go on the market, but the good ones are being absorbed. So the inventory is not growing. It's staying steady. Does that make sense?
Definite competition.
Yes. This week's outlook. Inflation gets the next vote after the week jobs report. Attention turns to July inflation. If inflation cools, mortgage rates could get some relief. If it stays stubbornly high, the Fed remains caught between slowing employment and persistent price pressure. So the good AI prompt is, my client asked whether the weak jobs report means mortgage rates are finally going down. Help me explain why that could help rates, but also why one economic report shouldn't determine their decision to buy and sell. Get AI to be your partner, talk you through these things, go down those rabbit holes. They're really, spend an hour doing it, 30 minutes. You'll learn something about yourself and you'll learn something about, and AI will learn something about you, which is the most important part. The more it knows you, the better it can help you. Here's our local market update. Parker and Wise Westaplex, the westward movement is becoming more specialized. Parker County's growth is no longer one simple story. Weatherford, Toledo, Beaumont, Hudson, Springtown, and the more rural areas are increasingly serving different buyers and price points. Builders and agents who understand why buyers choose each submarket will have an advantage over treating Westaplex as one generic market. Obviously, if you go to one county, you go to Toledo, it's two different markets, and they're only 30 minutes apart, but it's two totally separate markets. Excuse me. Mansfield, new project targeting attainable ownership near downtown. A newly announced residential development south of historic downtown Mansfield, very close to the Mansfield Lotus, will bring about 30 ownership homes designed around walkability and attainable home ownership. Small project, but it's a useful signal that Mansfield is trying to add ownership opportunities instead of relying only on larger suburban development. Tarrant County, Fort Worth is holding up differently than the broader Metroplex. Fort Worth Arlington prices are roughly 0.2% above last year, even as the broader DFW index remains slightly negative. Starter home affordability has also improved, reinforcing that DFW is becoming too broad a label. The opportunity can look very different depending on which side of the Metroplex you're in. DFW, early signs suggest the softening may be leveling off. DFW's home price index is down just 0.5% year over year, median holding around 400. More importantly, active inventory and months of supply have begun showing modest year-over-year declines, and the time that the inventory buildup may be stabilizing rather than continuing to accelerate. Y'all can't see the end of that prompt, and I apologize. Let me see if I can't get there.
But the new builders, some of them are actually canceling their plans to build new homes.
Yes.
Not necessarily DFW, but they are.
Yeah.
That's a signal. Yeah.
Absolutely. Help me explain why the DFW market conditions may not describe what's happening in a client-specific area. Give me 3 questions I can ask a buyer or seller to narrow the conversation from the Metroplex down to their actual neighborhood or price range. Here is Carissa's view. There's she was ready with the heart. I knew that. Just so we can kind of look at, we're still seeing that coral price decrease is still there. We're still getting about 7,000 houses a week coming on the market, Metroplex wide. Okay, these are, and this is, you'll notice I changed it.
Like new ones, you mean?
New
Or
listings.
inventory?
New listings have come on the market. SFR, single family residential, resale, and new construction. That's your question?
Oh, yeah. So 7,000?
7,000 a week coming to our MLS.
Okay.
That includes northeastern Louisiana.
Oh.
Okay.
That's
That's not a lot. It's maybe 150 houses coming out of Louisiana. It's not a lot. This 7,000 is all the builders, the new builds, if they're listing on MLS, and resales. So we're still seeing 7,000 a week, but look at the price decreases, 9,000 over the last 7 days. If you look at the close, we had 4,000. That means we netted 2,600 new listings. But then you have to take pendings out, 4,000. So we're down 2,000. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Inventory is holding. It's just,
Is that a snapshot or basically what it looks like today?
well, this is Monday,
Well, yeah,
yesterday afternoon.
Right, a snapshot.
It's a snapshot in time of each county with the full DFW MLS. This one is a summary of these 6 counties.
Okay.
So we can look at this and say, these 6 counties accounted for 1,700 of 6,700 houses.
Okay, so basically new listings in a snapshot. Is this?
Can I take a photo of that on?
Oh, that's available.
It's available where?
On this slide.
You can, yes, okay, so in the brokerage announcements channel on Slack every Wednesday, I put up my full slideshow.
Oh, that's what I was just asking.
And yeah, the slideshow and the notes and the video are in every brokerage announcements up. Huh? Wednesday afternoon, 4 or 5 o'clock, depending on when I get to it. And then on Monday, when you get that email at 7 o'clock from me, it has the links to those exact things from last week's meeting.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So you get 2 opportunities to get the notes, which is what we're talking about. It's just a rundown of what I said, the slides, these exact slides, and then the video that I'm recording, so you can do whatever you need to.
Your Monday notes will change.
Things are changing. Things are changing. I'm doing a little different things. So we're trying some things out.
Okay, I have another question.
Okay.
So, since you do these data analytics, do you see the trend as consistent, like, price declining, inventory not enough, blah, blah, blah? So.
It's been the same story for a couple months.
All right, so what's Ryan's prediction? Oh.
Can you do it, Brad? We're able to pull that data and do like 3 months.
I've been trained.
Yeah, to do the MLS, you can absolutely pull those numbers. The market is still moving, even as new homes hit the market. What to tell your sphere? Nearly as many homes went pending as closed across DFW this week, about 4,000 each. Even as new listings pulled back, buyers haven't stopped buying. They're continuing to choose from inventory already available. So it's kind of a mixed bag, because if 7,000 houses come on the market, but 4,000 went into contract, and then there's 4,000 closing.
I have another question. For
Okay.
you, since you look at this data all the time. So the buyers that have bought, what's the percentage of those listings that have had to reduce price in order for them to be successful? So
You can't, that's really not a number you can pull from the data. You can't,
it sucks.
I know, that's
It's so frustrating. It's available.
well, it would have to, because it would have to be the listing agent uploading that information.
Not necessarily.
To-
But you can pull it if there's a price listing that's happening, right? You can see the historical information. It's just not available as raw data that you can.
Right, it's not available through the database.
Right.
It's not something they track.
It's not attributed.
Yeah. So late summer may be giving buyers a different kind of opportunity. What to tell your sphere? Price reductions remain widespread while fewer new listings are entering the market. Not unusual for August, just to let you know. For buyers that can create opportunities, especially with sellers whose homes have been sitting and may be more motivated. So traditionally in North Texas, when the week before school starts, it starts to slow down. The week that school starts is dead. This week, I sent a text to all my sellers yesterday and said, hey, I'm back from vacation. Not big surprise here, but we're probably not going to see any showings this week. Just to let you know, it'll take a couple of weeks for everybody to put their kids in school, take a breath.
This is what we're all doing.
Calgon, take a breath. And then it'll take a couple of weeks for everybody to get back into their groove, and then the buyers will start coming out again. So what I told my sellers is, if we get a showing this week, that's a bonus. It's just a bonus if we get showings this week or next week, because everybody is going back to school. Some started yesterday, Fort Worth today, Eagle Mountain, Saginaw, I think they start tomorrow. So it's just Thursday. And we have football on Friday. So, but here's the problem. Help me start a conversation with a buyer who stopped looking earlier this year. How could today's combination of price reductions, available inventory, and steady sales make the market worth another look? So that's just something that we're actually going to go into in just a minute after I hit these next 2 slides. Here's the local development builder update. Ridgemar Mall, West Fort Worth, is trading old retail for logistics. 50-year-old Ridgemar Mall is being required for redevelopment into Ridgemar 30 Logistics Crossing, a 6-building logistics campus totaling roughly 931,000 square feet. It's a dramatic example of how older commercial real estate is being repurposed around where Fort Worth's economy is heading next. Texas A&M Fort Worth downtown campus hit a major milestone. They opened its first 228,000 square foot law and education building and broke ground on the 11-story research and innovation building. The larger $1.5 billion campus is expected to anchor the Switchyard Innovation District and support major growth in engineering, healthcare, business, research, and technology. In the stockyards, a new $160 million resort is moving ahead in the stockyards, 225 rooms, meeting space, dining, spa amenities, and event facilities. Even after a separate billion-dollar expansion plan was canceled, substantial private investment continues flowing into one of Fort Worth's strongest tourism districts. Prompt is help me explain to a client how major employment, education, logistics, and tourism investments can change an area over time. What should we watch for before assuming a new development will automatically increase nearby home values? Okay, so I'm gonna hit this. Let's see how much time we got. It is 10:43. I got 20 minutes. A little bit less than I planned. That's okay. We'll do what we can. So this is the headline for the summit. This has been every week. We're not trying to build a new business. We're trying to remove an obstacle, have a better decision, make a better decision, develop a better habit, have one better conversation, one less bottleneck, and become irreplaceable. When AI was already here, but in February when Claude wrote itself, it changed the way that AI is going to be growing exponentially. It's going to be growing much, much faster. We're going to see some compression in different industries. What I mean by that is there are people that run the industries, and then there's data entry. And then all the people in the middle have the opportunity or have the non-opportunity of possibly being compressed. Because if somebody that owns something or is a leader can, if they can just get data entry and then they can do all the work that the mid people are doing, there's no reason for the mid people. Does that make sense?
Right.
So the same thing could apply to us, but and this is something that I've been noticing in a lot of headlines over the last couple of weeks, is that buyers and sellers are going to AI quicker, and that's going to accelerate. So when you go for a listing appointment and you go in and say, here's my opinion of value, they're going to say, AI told me this. Then you have to defend it. And so that's something that we're going to have to deal with. Buyers are going to do the same thing. I think there was a video that went viral about a multi-million-dollar deal that went south in New York because the buyer took his contract and put it in AI, and the seller took the contract and put it in AI, and they came up with these two different numbers, and they couldn't reconcile them. And the agent was furious because he had both sides.
Oh.
It was a multi-million dollar, close to $10 million, if I remember correctly. So these things are going to be happening. Where we become irreplaceable is the judgment that we are able to provide to our clients to help them through things. But we've still got to be using AI because they are. Does that make sense? Okay. So are you seeing the same market that we just talked about? Where are you working right now, and what are you seeing that either supports or contradicts this week's data that we talked about? Everybody online, you're welcome to unmute and join in the conversation. We're going to talk for about 15, 20 minutes. If you'd like to participate, I would love to have you. Are you seeing the same market that we just talked about?
According to your
All the national stuff, the local stuff, the number of houses that are on the market is everybody's listings just sitting?
Yes.
Sometimes nothing.
I live in Grapevine off Main Street. I just do the TC stuff, but I've seen for living off of Main Street, a lot of houses in our neighborhood that would fly are now just,
Oh, really?
they've been sitting stagnant for a while. Yeah. One of them's really overpriced. The guy's been trying to sell it for 3 years.
Did you knock on his door?
He overbuilt in our neighborhood. I'm like, it's just our neighborhood's not ready for what he built. But I thought that was interesting for Grapevine at least. It's off of
It
Main
is?
Street.
It is.
Patty?
Actually.
Did you wanna say something?
No. I'm listening.
I've seen a lot of contingency offers. A lot of my listings are all contingency offers.
Based on the sale of their other
Yes,
property?
and their
Well,
house is
because
just
they
sitting there
can't
too.
sell. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I have buyers that are like, I can't risk not being able to sell. And then, so I've had to negotiate their contingency, and then, yeah, they're not able to sell.
Okay, so when you get into those situations, talk to Ryan about that buy now, sell later
I
program.
just did one of those. I just did an app cash.
Those,
It was great.
Actually, I have a listing coming up and they're hesitant in listing, so I don't have the contract yet, but I connected with Ryan just so they have that.
option.
Yeah, they have that information so they can make the best decision for themselves.
Also remember, one of the things we talked about, there's $18 trillion of equity that the United States homeowners have. The average is about $212,000 of equity that every homeowner has. So if we have all the homeowners in the United States that own a property,
Wholesale right now.
the average is about $200,000 in equity. So there is the silver tsunami that's coming. The greatest transfer of wealth from generation to generation is about to occur. It's going to go slow because the boomers are all getting to the point of, hey, we paid our house off 25, 30 years ago, and now it's time to give it to our kids. The kids are like, well, we bought a house. Now I got another house. What am I going to do with it? So getting those conversations with people that are silver like me.
You're not.
Silver, come on.
You're one of
I turned 60 last Friday.
Come on.
Happy birthday.
60.
Well, you're a baby bus, not a
Yeah,
baby
60.
boomer.
Yeah. And
You're 50, you're fine.
well, that's because I go to Walmart and buy color. For my beard and my hair. I'm just telling you the truth. I'll tell you all the truth. I do this because I'm very vain. I can't help it. I gotta have a tan and a beard. That's it.
I have noticed the appointments I've gone on the last few weeks, a lot of short sale conversations because they fought during COVID and they pay too much.
I see that, and a lot of people will come on like Facebook groups in Parker County and be like, I can't sell my house for what I owe.
Yeah.
All the time, and they think they have no clue what to do, and no one helps them. Realtors are scared to help with short sales, and I think that's something we're going to need to start educating people on. I just sold a house in Morningstar for $100,000 less than what they paid for, and they were able to because they put $300,000 down. Everybody else in Morningstar is just sitting. Well, they said, but we oversold when we were in Midland, so we had enough money to make it make sense. And they had to move to San Antonio because of a better job. They knew they were going to lose. But like there's houses that I sold that closed in the summer that they're still sitting for sale in Morningstar because nobody can sell their houses.
Morningstar, when the builders
Yes.
stop building,
Yes.
then you'll see those houses start to sell.
Yep.
Because the builders just
are
keep
gonna
building
stop.
cheaper and cheaper,
They
the
have
same
to.
houses that they sold 2 years ago for more money.
They have to.
Yeah, instead of reducing the price, so they're just adding more concessions.
Yes, they are. That's true.
I mean, yeah, so the short sale conversation, and I'm telling them about it. I mean,
It's
I did
huge.
short sales, but it's all.
It's going to be.
It's just a hard
super
conversation to have, and a
Well-
lot of them are veteran divided loans, and
Yeah.
I'm like, oh gosh. So
Yeah.
it's like, that's stinks.
It is. Okay, the next question. Who in your database might need a different conversation today than they needed 6 months ago? The same thing that we just talked about, short sale, possibility of selling. Do I need to move? Am I wanting to move? What are those conversations? A database, who in your database might need a different conversation today than they needed 6 months ago? Buyer who quit looking, a seller who decided to wait, someone who thought they couldn't afford to buy. Who comes to mind?
Maybe young couples.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay. The short sale people?
Mhm.
That conversation is changing.
The
Month
short
to month.
sale, the short sale people need to buy, is I think there's a difference between a want and a need, right? So determining that first, and then you can kind of specify a conversation as to, do they want or do they need, right? And then just start asking why. Why do you need to,
And take notes. When you're talking to your people, take good notes and then
absolutely.
get, have that conversation with your own self of what's the best way I can help these people. But that's also a great question for your AI that knows you that well. If you've given it your AI context, you can ask these questions, and the better it knows you, the better it can help you talk through these things and come up with new solutions, new ideas.
What version of Claude are you using? Mine just runs out of gas like fast. It's like, what do you mean?
You may be on Fable 5.
No, I'm not even on Fable.
Because
Opus 4.5 or something?
Opus or you can, most of the stuff you can do on Haiku, which is 4.5.
You know, it's so weird. I don't see haiku in my.
Well, they may be phasing it out, but I've got a lot of conversations that I started in Haiku, so I can still use it. But Opus is fantastic. And ChatGPT just released a new one. Theirs is 5.4, and I haven't got to play with it much. But
Do you just have a $20
on
chat?
ChatGPT, I have 20, 100 on Claude, 20 on Gemini.
Oh, the Gemini too?
How do you know which one you have? I don't have anything on my demo.
Oh,
It's free, but
It depends on which conversation. You have to open a
I think
conversation
I overpaid
and it'll
for
tell you
one.
which version you're using.
that's the extra.
No.
Yeah, and then you can.
I'll do it, let's do it for me.
125 and another 200. Yeah.
So who comes to mind?
A buyer who quit looking or just looking, you know, I set them up on Real Scout and there's a so-and-so just looked at that.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that. That's a
Oh, I
great,
know.
that's a Real Scout is a fantastic way to get somebody on a hook. You're just baiting a hook and fishing. Real Scout is fantastic for that.
So, you know, I guess my trouble is you don't want to entice them to doing something that they don't want to do. I mean, so somebody's asking what the value of their home is every time Real Scouts sends it or an email or whatever. You just, okay.
Reach out.
Okay.
It's a reason for a conversation. Hey, I've noticed that you asked for evaluation from Real Scout. That's great. I'm glad they gave you, that's just an automated thing that they do. So if you'd like to talk about that more and get a more precise number, I'd be happy to do that for you. It's no charge. Sometimes I do for all my clients.
Yeah, I did that twice and I think, that's a lot of work.
You can't do it twice and expect results. You have to
Oh,
do
I
it,
know.
you have to do it 70 times and get one. I mean, it's the same thing as door knocking. If you ever done door knocking with real estate, you're gonna knock on 100 doors and 2 people are gonna open. That's it. It's very, very low. You have to get used to know. You have to get used to get off my lawn, especially if you come to my house. But those are the things. Okay, next question. With this many price reductions that we saw a minute ago, how do you identify opportunity without simply looking for the biggest price cut? What would make you think this seller might be ready to make a deal?
Based on market
Good.
and history of, you know, when they bought.
It takes a little investigation. You've got to go into it and look at
Age
it.
sometimes, you know. I kind of creep.
That absolutely. If you don't use, like, if you're really getting, you have to be almost a private investigator these days. You have to go to the tax records. Then you may need to go to TAG. You may need to go to truthintaxation.com.
What's that?
That's another site that's put out by the state where the counties give the true numbers for every house. So you can go to TAG.org, which is Tarrant Appraisal District.
Yeah,
Then there's truthintaxation.com.
that's statewide.
No, it's county.
Oh, county.
It's county by county. Truth in Taxation. Here's another secret. 4-1. If you pull up on somebody, put their phone number in 4-1. If that doesn't work, fastpeoplesearch.com. Fastpeoplesearch.com will give you at least
That's open
an idea.
source. I don't trust.
Well, you're just getting different pictures of the same thing. You have to build this thing around if you're really interested in helping this person. There are ways to do it. And put their name on AI. Every time we get a scam email, I run that email address through one thread that is simply looking across the internet for that email address. Do you see this email address anywhere else on the web? No, I don't, Brian. Must be a scam. Because if they don't have Facebook, Instagram, something else, everything can go through AI, at least for an opinion. It's not the end all be all. It's an opinion.
Yeah.
And that's your research assistant. It's like if I hired you and I say, hey, why don't you do a Google search and look for every time that you see Victoria at 6apphomes.com and go see if you can find it. If you'd come back and say, no, well, I'd say, okay, well, same thing. I can have Claude do it.
I had 4-1 look up my name and it had a whole track record that was not insured.
It's possible.
On what kind of record?
I was arrested for domestic violence, like all this stuff.
Oh, maybe your name is
And
somebody
then I had to
else's
call
name
and
or-
submit a report and
Oh,
then get it cleared, but I was like, oh my gosh, I've been causing a lot of trouble in Arlington. I stole a trailer or something. I had a trailer.
Yeah, and honestly, that's the thing, is you've got to go to multiple sources to figure out and investigate the best way to help a client. And the more time you spend doing it, the better you'll get at it, the quicker you'll get at it. That's something that I'm learning myself. Okay, this week's development stories are Ridgemar Mall, Texas A&M Fort Worth, Stockyards. If a client asks, is that going to make nearby houses worth more? What would you want to know before answering? My father sat in his living room. I'd been a realtor for 15 years, so this is what, 7 years ago. My dad said, they're building some new houses right down there on the road. Is that gonna make my value go up? Nope. Why? You gotta know why.
Right.
You gotta know why. You have to be able to explain those things to your parents. It's the same thing as helping them turn the volume down on the remote control or when they mess up. I don't know if y'all made that trip, but I have done that.
Yeah.
My dad's like, I can't get the volume down. No, you know, here in the background, it's a cowboy game. I'm like, oh my God, Dad, I'll be over there in 45 minutes. Hang on.
I don't know what my computer did. I didn't do anything. It just, I'm like, no, Mother, it does not do anything. You don't tell it to do.
Exactly.
I didn't.
Exactly. So what are the things that make houses worth more? Jobs, traffic, housing supply, type of employment, where's the infrastructure? Remember, we've been talking this summer about if you want to know where development is going, follow infrastructure. Look to see where they're doing water lines, power lines. Those drive around, drive down, take a drive down the Chisholm Trail Parkway towards Cleveland and just see what's down there. That's where you find where development's going. Same thing for Parker County. We're still growing out there. Everything's Alita, Walsh Ranch is about to add a whole new subsection. Yes, and then the place in Denton we talked about that they're doing a $5 billion neighborhood in Denton. There's all this stuff that's coming. Where's it coming? That's where the growth is happening. So what happens when growth happens? That's when the mini markets go in, the shopping centers. When you start putting those grocery stores out, some like when Kroger puts or HEB puts a grocery
We're
store,
getting one of the biggest ones in the nation over there.
that tells you something.
Yeah, that's another
Right off the
HEB.
20 by
Yeah.
Oh, like you don't have enough?
Yeah.
I don't
know.
have one.
Could you just use that?
I can see a house over there.
Like, Heritage, that one on Heritage Trace is nuts to get in and out of. I don't even do it. I stay off Heritage Trace entirely.
I know, right?
I'll take Golden Triangle and go back. Okay, next question. Here's the biggest question I want to ask you today is what conversation are you avoiding right now? Think of one actual buyer, seller, lead, past client. What's keeping you from having the conversation and could AI help you think through how to have it? So one of the big things that, you know, if you go to church, they always talk about the harvest. You have to reap and sow. So you've got to reap. You've got to start these conversations. You and I had a conversation a couple of months ago. You were like, man, I'm killing it right now. I got to remember to go and do the things that are going to pay me back in 90 days. It takes 90 days for seeds to grow. The same thing happens in the summertime. Have you guys watched Clarkson's Farm? If you haven't, you gotta watch Clarkson's
English
Farm.
guy?
Yes, it's greatness. 5 seasons of absolute greatness. I watched the whole thing. I watched 6 episodes on the plane there and 3 on the way back. Awesome. Clarkson's Farm. Jeremy Clarkson, he does Who Wants to Be a Millionaire in England. And it's on Amazon Prime.
It's funny, yeah.
5 seasons, 8 episodes a season, great TV. Reality, but not scripted. A lot of stuff is just funny, and there's a lot of cussing. Not crazy about, but that's okay. I can deal with it. I can
You
hear
seen
it.
the one who's Money built that restaurant?
Yes, I've watched
I
all of
love
them.
that. I love
Yeah, and they're actually in production for season 6, and I was so excited about it. So, but what is the conversation you're avoiding right now? So if you're having a conversation now, this is August. When can you expect that conversation to have some blooms? Thanksgiving. That's where we are. So if you want to have a good end of your 4th quarter and beginning of your 3rd quarter, those conversations start now. Because the things that, like, honestly, July was a killer month for the brokerage. We had a lot of closings. Victoria and I were, every day we were back and forth. You ought to see our text thread. I mean, it would probably be pages, maybe a book long with all the things.
With lots of this emoji.
Would you stop that?
With what emoji?
The
So you
salute.
should think
She started this salute thing. I'm like, I hate making decisions. I feel like I'm always making the wrong decision. Because every time she asks me a question and I decide, she does this. I'm like, anyway, she does just make me mad.
We should name it.
No, we're not going to do that. No,
He said no.
no, please don't.
Well, you made a decision.
Please don't. I try to lead you guys as a brother, not as a father, okay? Seriously. I'm your friend that's just making this fun.
If you say it, we're doing it.
No.
That's right.
Be careful what you say.
Okay, so,
So this is real though, right?
yes, the data that I'm, is absolutely real. I'm saying that what I'm gathering from the data is my experience and the best way I know how to teach you guys to think for yourselves. Not think like me. I don't want you to think like me. I can give you some of my habits, some of the skills that I've developed through the years. They're not the best in the world. I'm not a world-class realtor on TV selling millions of books and stuff. No, but I do okay. I do where I can make a living and support my family. I think you can too. That's the bottom line. But I'm your brother more than your father. Does that make sense? And I want to be that kind of leader. It's more of a servant leader. I can bring you the questions that you need to think about, give you some tools. Hopefully you'll take those tools and take what the next slide that I'll show you is back to the core value 13. So the conversation we're avoiding is often the conversation that needs to happen. Being clear is kind to our clients, our team, ourselves. This week, we're going to practice having better conversations instead of avoiding uncomfortable ones. So I want you to have the conversation. Find the people that need to be talked to, have the conversation. This week's move on the Agent Hub is the market pulse. Okay, so when I show you those 6 counties, we call that the market pulse because we're keeping a pulse on the market every week. That's what I'm doing. Watching where the heartbeat is for the market. But that gives you ammunition to think about people that could use some of the information that you're getting from these meetings and the things that you read too, obviously. People who stop moving, buyers who quit looking, sellers who decided to wait, someone sitting on the fence because of rates. This week's move will help you approach them. So I want you to pick a person, someone who stopped, delayed selling, the market change. Take the situation to the AI code on the weekly move, which is on the AI training hub, our hub. Okay. Ask it. Don't ask it to write a generic follow-up text. Give it the situation and make it coach you first, so that you can do that. So here's the actual prompt. Coach me through the situation. Don't write the message. Ask me questions at a time about this person, relationship, why they stopped, what may have changed, what situation. Help me decide whether I should reach out and what kind of conversation will be useful to them. That's where you go to get the hub. There is an AI coach built into the weekly move that I am designing with whatever I'm telling you that week. I'm giving it the guardrails for you guys to go do the move. Go in there, talk to the AI, see if it makes sense. If it doesn't, that's okay. You can tell me, Brian, that sucked this week. I'm fine with that because next week it'll be better. If you tell me what broke, if you tell me what you didn't get done, what you couldn't do, those are the things and you can put that down at the bottom where it says, I did it. If something didn't work or you hated the response or whatever the case may be, you can take the whole thread and send it to me and I did it. I don't care. I need to know what's broke so that we can be better.
Are you collecting our responses?
Anytime you put something in, I did it, it goes to a spreadsheet where I can see, you can do it anonymously. I don't care. If you want to tell me who it is, that's great.
See my response. Actually, it's better that you see where who's coming.
I just want to know if it's broke, if it's not working, if you don't get something good out of it. Every week should build on the previous week. So this summer we did the whole thing with build my next 90 days and map my business. And then what's my bottleneck? And then my next 90 days. That's what we did this summer with those three classes. If you're mapping it, you know where your bottleneck is, you fix your bottleneck. What's the next 90 days look like? Yes.
So I went to the archive and I could do
Yes.
series.
Yes, and everything is in the archive.
That's good. I like that.
In the weekly move. So you can use these AIs. The AI coach, like I said, has everything built into it, so it should be able to give you responses and you can communicate with it specifically. And it's running on Sonnet.
Oh, really? Nice.
Because Sonnet is a perfectly fine AI.
Right. It's simple.
please close it.
Oh,
I
I'm
would
sorry, I
like-
thought you turned me and encouraged me. I'm like, what? What are you gonna do?
I have one now. So on Wednesday, where is whatever Jamie's doing gonna live? Do we,
Just come.
no, I mean, I have a product now. So do I pull all that and dump it in my?
He's gonna send out an email tomorrow with the
Oh,
instructions
that's fine.
of what to do, of what to prepare and bring to the class. So you probably need your computer next week,
Not probably. we do.
or you can just sit and watch the video, because I'll record the class so that we can watch it back later. And you can get the instructions of what Jamie wants you to do, but then he's gonna give everybody the template. As long as you do the homework, then you'll have the homework, the template, you should be ready to go if you want to do the Lovable website. Okay?
So if we're paying for that other one, that Squarespace thing,
I'm-
I am, yeah.
I've got my Squarespace. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet.
So hold on to it.
we need to decide whether, we can decide whether or not we want it or not anymore if we move to Lovable, because Lovable will be the host.
No, Lovable is a builder.
So Lovable's not the host.
No, you would still
I
have a
have so
host.
many things I don't know that I need to know. So
Right.
that's, okay, I'll just kind of.
Yeah, and that's something, honestly, if you don't have a list of all the places that you pay stuff, you should have that list, and you should have your AI talk you through what is redundant.
Yeah.
If it's redundant, the other thing is have Claude in a higher model like Fable 5. Have Claude,
Buy a few tokens.
yeah, buy if you spend the $20 on Claude or ChatGPT or whatever, spend at least $20, okay, at least. Tell Claude, go and audit your website, whatever website you want to look at, audit it for SEO. Just do it. You'll be stunned with how low SEO you have. You know what SEO is? Search engine optimization. And the other part that you need to do is GSM. It's where AI can find it. There's like search engine optimization. There's also an artificial intelligence optimization that the website can be baked in as well. So
Really?
when you write a new website, you can have Claude write that website with all that baked in, all the words, all the search engine, and then when Google looks at it, what I'm doing for a lot of this stuff is I'm doing it on Claude, and I'm having we take Claude and Gemini, Google, and Google is still the biggest search engine in the world, and they can pull back in and they talk to each other.
Okay. That's not bad.
So I'm using chat, Claude, and my brain.
How much are you paying for Gemini?
It's like $15.80 a month or something for base.
Oh, okay.
It's not much. It's through Google. So does this help? Did what we do help today?
Yes.
Okay, so I think that's the end of it. I'm gonna leave the scanning. Thank you guys for joining us online. Any questions online? Patty, Jen, Clarissa, Brian. I don't know who else was there. I can't see all the people on 5 others. Clarissa's good? Okay. I hope this is helpful stuff. So you guys will be here. If you're coming to a website, you need to be in, hang on just a second. Hang on, hold a second. You need to be in the office next Wednesday if you want Jamie's template and everything that to have him walk us through that. So be in office next Wednesday. We'll do market update, and then Jamie will take over, and we'll go as long as he needs to go for next Wednesday. But that's it for right now. Thank you guys for joining. Bye y'all.
No, he is me, but I think we have somebody coming and then I know, like, the tolerance is.
I just sure I got all my kids.
Jamie's gonna do.
Oh, good.
And I had mine till